Happy Wisdom Wednesday, my Sparrows. Happy Wisdom Wednesday. Hi, Kay. How are you today? Russell, I'm trying to bring you on. There you are.
Yeah. How are you, beautiful? You doing this morning?
Fantastic. How are you tonight?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just getting off work. Now it is. And yourself?
I cannot complain. It's been a day, Russ.
I
It's
know.
been
I
a day.
know, right?
It's been
I
a
know.
day. I'm trying to work on my voice all day, so it's like it's some kind of way. Hi, Juan. Hi, Theodore Johnson. How are you all doing tonight? How are you doing? We have a very interesting topic tonight. And for all of you joining, I'm going to introduce myself before I bring on Russell Miller. I am Valerie Miller, the Valerie Miller of TVM, and you're a conscious coach. Therefore, tonight, the interesting topic is hello from Chicago. That would be one. And yeah, Sparrows, do me a favor. Let me know where you're chiming in to the room from tonight. Let us know that. And the topic, like I said, is going to be consciousness and music and how they coincide together. And guest tonight is the one and the only Mr. CEO Russell Miller, i.e., my
Ah,
first and Mr. Fabulous. So it's a lot of fabulousness in my family. I'm just going to just put it out there. And he is CEO of Deep South Entertainment, i.e., Miller Trucking. Is it Miller Trucking?
yeah. Russell L. Miller Trucking. That would be correct,
Russell
madam.
Miller Trucking. See, he has multiple businesses. When I grow up, I'm going to be like my cousin.
Hey, you know
That's what's
what?
going to
You know,
happen.
you know what?
So,
Val, let me get my thing here hooked up. But I tell you,
yeah,
when I grow up, I want to be like you, cause you seem to be doing it on a very broad scale, and I'm really loving that. You know what I mean? Uh, can you hear me,
yeah,
hon?
yes, I see you. I see you and I hear you.
Okay,
So
good.
give
Good.
a round of applause because we're just gonna keep it, unscripted as it usually is. I try not to go by a list of things because when you do that, you narrow down what you can really talk about. So it's going to be across the fences, and I know for certain. Hi, Veronica Mars and Sissy, how you doing? So with consciousness, and that's just our train of thought, a mindset, how we use different tools to make ourselves better during certain situations in our lives. And as always, this month has been referencing relationships. So, with relationships being the topic, and how do you deal with your relationships when you're going through and you need to clear your mind on some things? How do you go about doing that? And the reason I brought, and paired up consciousness and music is because I'm a music person. I was raised up in music. Russell and I, we both were. We're raised in music, and our
Exactly.
family consists of music for everything. So, with that being said, I turn to music for healing. I turn to music to boost my mood. If I'm in a great mood, I'm listening to music. If I'm in a catty mood, I'm listening to catty music. So it doesn't matter. There's a music genre for every mood and every situation there is in life. And the reason I brought my cousin on tonight is because he has an entertainment organization. So it's not just me, it's everybody in my family. We have some phase of music that's in our lives. And by him taking the leap and with his background of things, because he's multi-talented, and I figured why not bring on family? You call in your resources. So hello everyone that's entering the room. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the one and the only, the Mr. Official Moolah, Russell Miller. Mr. Moolah Baby. Actually, that's his that's his personal hashtag, and of course, that's what TVM is. It's personal branding of yourself. You
Exactly.
personal brand yourself. Everything about you should be a personal brand. Whether if it's your personal life, if it's your organization of business, doesn't matter. Always have your own hashtag. I can go on. Fabulous, Sparrow World, Rock Your Halo Baby, Rock Your Halo Sparrow. It's a number of things. So, Russell, chime in. We're
Yes.
going to get started with a couple of things, but introduce yourself.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, first of all, I'd like to say, how's everyone? My name is Russell Miller, CEO of DeepSouthENT.com. Um, I don't know where to start, but I will start here. Y'all need to tune in November 2nd in Morven, North Carolina, 229 East Main Street. We will be throwing the Deep South NT review. And it's going to be a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's popping off. We got my man Soul popping off out there. That dude is unbelievable on the R&B music. I'm telling you, if you think R&B music is gone, you need to log on to Deep South ENT. Check the fan pages. You will find Soul. You will find Lady Kiera. You will find DZ Mac. You will find Wild G Echelon. You will find Lil Loco. You'll find DJ Finesse. You know, the list goes on. I mean, we've been doing this for a while. We've been in house and everything, and trying to, you're definitely in business. You definitely want to keep your overhead down. You definitely. That's the first thing you got to do is keep your overhead down and put your money back into your business and love what you do. If you're not loving what you're doing, then you suffering. I'm telling you, strictly.
Exactly. I agree. Love
Mm,
first, and it has to be
that's
something that's
right.
passionate and it comes from your soul, and you do it without effort. So anything you can do that way, then you're in the proper place. You're walking into your passion. So tell me this, Russ.
Hmm.
When did you know that, you were deep down in your soul that music is a language for you as far as communication, whether it's your personal life, is your business life, because you're exuding that, you're displaying it. So
Well,
think about it.
Well, I mean, really, Val, it's not really hard to think about, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? We come from a long line of musicians.
Yeah.
Long. I'm 49 right now. I can remember sitting in Nice and Grove Baptist Church.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Our family church. See, we got a
Yeah.
family church. That's what people don't. They don't know that about us. We got a church. I think that church probably been in the family about a couple hundred years.
At
I mean,
least.
probably like 100 at least. I know
At
a
least.
hundred.
Yeah.
You know. A lot of great ones that came out of there, you know what I'm saying, from the Soul Prince, Calvin Richardson to,
Right.
Billy Do It,
Right.
the list goes on, the Miller sisters.
Yes.
I'm not overlooking nobody. If I am, you know what I'm saying, you correct me or you help me out here. And
D Rich. Can't forget D Rich. You got Demetrius.
hey, yo, D Rich, that's what I'm saying. If I missed anyone, you know what I'm saying, D Rich, I'm never trying to overlook him. That guy works very hard. I'm very proud of him.
Yes.
I've always supported Demetrius. You know that. I mean, I even drove 300-400 miles to his events, you know what I mean, from
Right.
West Virginia where I now stay. The thing is, I mean, I love music. Just so happened I'm on the other side of those guys. You know what I'm saying? They're
Right.
singers. They're singers. I'm not a singer. You know what I mean? I was pretty
Right.
much hands-on. You know what I'm saying? So I like the box. I like a lot of other things. I'm just a physical type guy, but you know what I'm saying? I like the business side of everything too. So that's where I'm at right now with starting DeepSouthENT.com. And shout out to my brother Yaya. He'll be here soon. His
Yes.
album's dropping December 25th. Y'all better get ready for that thing. It's gonna be off the chain.
Bring it on.
And bring it on. He said, bring it on.
Bring it on, John. Yeah,
And
yeah.
also, you guys can definitely log on to DeepSouthENT.com. Hit the menu tab, scroll down to trending now, and y'all can download that AFNF, All Family No Friends. I'm telling you, Volume 1, Volume 2. You want to hear some real music? Just go there and download it. And it's real. You tell them about it, Val. You listen
I've
to it
sampled
also.
it. Yes, I've listened to it. It's a very diverse brand, and I'm very proud of you. I want to go ahead and give you that shout out. I'm very proud of you for starting and launching your own brand in the entertainment business because like I said, we're all pretty diverse in our family. That's gifts that we were born with. And that's the very reason that I do what I do because when you're born with something, it's natural. You
That's
can't
right.
even help yourself. And if you're not, living your life according to that. Hi, Robin Dixon. if you're not living according to that, you are truly doing a disservice to your life. That's what is happening. You have to listen to your spirit and, align yourself if you want to live in freedom every day. It's too many people that, work jobs that they literally hate. And I like to not use the word hate, but it's very descriptive in this sense. So, with that said, you do. Calvin, Demetrius, our parents, we all came, grandma, Victoria, so granddaddy, everybody sang. We all had different layers of music in our lives. You're on the business side of it, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
use it as a tool for
Mm-hmm.
communication. I use it in my business. I use
Mm-hmm.
it in my personal life. And
Mm-hmm.
that is very important to me because it's a universal sound. Everybody have different genres of preference, but every situation we're going through in life, there is music that speaks to our spirit that can get you
That's,
through, and it can just doctor or whatnot. So what is Russell's language? How do you use music other than being on the business side of it?
well, I mean, you know, well, if I'm trying to sing it, that means I'm effing up somebody's song. Let me go ahead and clarify
Yeah.
that. But the thing about it is, I mean, music. You can find that song. You know what I'm saying? Whether you living your best life and everything, just hitting on all four cylinders. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
you're gonna identify that with a song. You know what I'm saying? Or if you down in the slumps, you're gonna identify
Yes,
that with a song because
absolutely.
it's gonna be that song that you sing that really uplifts your spirit.
Yes,
And first of all, we can never get away from music. We can never get away from the drums because it's in our heritage all the way back to Africa. And
exactly.
it's always been the sound of the drum. That's what the phrase was coined. March to the beat of your own drum.
Your
So
own.
with music is just I love music. I love it, and I've been really sitting back and um and I've been sitting back with Billy DeWitt. I'm gonna go ahead and say that y'all can catch that brother. Billy DeWitt, aka So. You can catch him on Power 98. He'll be on Power 98 next week. Count the Girl. Count the Girl is available on iTunes. It's available on Amazon. It's available on Spotify.
Yeah.
We got a number, what I'm saying? Deep South ENT, it's all there, you know what I'm saying? But you can catch Count the Girl there. I think we've got another a song out on him there, So Fine. And we putting together this show, and what we're doing through our music,
Yes.
we're giving back to the community. All our events are free. You
Yeah.
know, we putting on shows. This ain't no club, so don't come in there with your hoochie gear on, thinking you can come in there, you know what I'm saying, and
Thank
drop her low.
you for
You can
that.
come in there.
Thank
I'm just, I'm just saying. I'm clarifying this. We
you.
we
Yeah.
we creating these shows. You know what I'm saying, because we want people to come out and enjoy the music,
Have a good
which
time.
is the topic of discussion today. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have great food. We're gonna have, it's gonna be fabulous. You gotta be there to witness it. But I identify with music. I drive Val. Um, I'm driving. I'm working 14 hours a day. Through my business, and so I identify with music late at night when I'm driving. You know what I'm saying, to keep
Right.
me up, to keep me going. It drives me. So you can't just drive to any kind of music. You got to have
No.
ride music. Then you got to have
Yes.
your bumper music. Then you got, what I'm saying, you got, hey, that's my swag. That's my jam. You know what I'm talking about. And
Yes.
so to make a long story short, I mean, we definitely gotta you definitely identify with music in your life. So in mine is just, I just love music, and I love to be a part of it because it's already been a part of our family. But then again, I'm not none of those singers. I'm not none of those guys. So I got to be on the other end of it because I definitely want to have my stake in that history in our family. You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because it moves me to the point to to go out and I reach back through deepsouthent.com to a lot of these guys in the hood,
Right.
that's got great music, but they don't have great visuals. So
Right.
we're truly giving back to these guys by paying for these visuals. You know what I'm saying? Because the music's got to be great to make somebody want to say, hey, look, I'll pay to have this video made because it's got to move you. It's got to touch you. It's got to have a message. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I get from music. I need the message. If it don't have a message in it, I really don't want to deal with it,
It
or I
makes
can't identify it.
And that's
I'm
the
sorry.
epitome of music. It has to have a message. It has to have some form of a direction where it's going to help somebody else. Veronica said earlier that music is healing. Yes, music is one of those things. And to me, I call it medicine.
Hmm.
Music is medicine in my words. So when you say that, it is truly, i.e., with what Veronica's saying, is healing, is thought provoking. And on the flip side of that, when you are seeking talent, hi Jerome Roosevelt, when you're seeking talent, that's going to be one of your requirements. Hi Carlton. Hello, nephew. So once you're seeking talent, so tell me where are you getting most of your talent from? Because we're Carolinas, we're Carolina girls and guys. So
That's
most
the
of the
thing.
bulk of your music,
Well, Val, you know what the thing is? My thing is, and if you check the website,
yeah,
deepsouth.com, it states that North Carolina, we are, we got some of the greatest talent in the world that's done came
absolutely.
out of North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? And it's still raining out there today. So what I do is I look in North Carolina, I look in South Carolina, and I'm looking all around. But now, you know what I'm saying, Deep South ENT has gotten to the point where we got people coming in from, we got Nephew Raps coming in from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because our following is getting big, and she's got a big following herself. But she loves the diversity. But currently, I'm really just wanting to deal with the Carolinas. We from South Carolina.
Yeah,
I'm in North. You know what I mean? I'm from North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina and from South Carolina because I was raised there. But the thing is, I want to
yeah.
deal with those people. I want to deal with that genre of people in this era. When I say genre of people, I mean the Carolina. We Carolina babies, and we're gonna make
It's
it happen.
home.
That's
It's
right. It's
home.
home. You can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? We getting ready to work on this song that Souls got called Carolina Girl. How fitting you said that. You know what I'm saying? Because we can really make this thing happen, and we making it happen. And I'm grateful that you reached out to me because you asked me to come on your show and share with you. And I watch you a lot. You know what I'm saying, and what you do, and I try to get the gist of it. You know what I'm saying, before I would even um, consider coming on. Because I'm rough cut. You know what I'm saying? People just gonna have to accept me for who I am. I'm gonna tell it the way I hear it, see fit. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. And
Thank
you help a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? You're very intelligent. Let me say that. I'm not getting away from the topic, but I'm just telling you what's coming out of my soul right now. You
thank
know, uh, I can identify that with a lot of different music. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And music is healing. What was the lady's name? Carolyn. What was her
Veronica.
name?
Veronica,
Veronica.
your cousin
Okay.
Pam.
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 Pam. I said Pam. Pam, look at here, girl. Look here. I'm coming to find you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be playing some bumper music too, cause we getting ready to go do it. If not, I'll take you to the last spot me and Val went to, the karaoke. I went in there, and I tell you what, we still
Very
talk about that. Val, don't let me forget that thing. But
That was a great
it,
night.
it was, it was. I like to see more. I like to see more. I like to see more people get away from just doing one kind of music. I like to see more R&B come back. And study this neo soul stuff because neo soul relies on a lot of auto tune, and you know what I'm saying. It's not instruments. You know what I'm saying. I want to see that string picking music. You know what I mean.
The
That type
actual
music.
orchestra, the band. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. I want to see more of that, and I also want to see more pop music come out of our culture. You know what I mean? Because that seems to be the genre that very few of us is tapping into as people. And that seems to be the genre of music that very few of us are listening to. That music right there is like on the upper echelon because
Well,
it's
yeah. I
different.
mean, you have to be, to me, it's diversity.
Hmm.
Diversity, because there are times I'll listen to country. There are times I will listen to jazz. I will listen to ambient, especially when I'm in creative phase. So I'm a
Hmm.
creative person. So
Hmm.
being that way, I start my morning off with a genre of music. It could be ambient music, and then it'll phase into jazz in the early afternoon. Then I may have some R&B. Then I might have a little country here and there. It just depends on what my mood is and what I'm actually creating versus preparing for TVM when I have clients. and
Mm-hmm.
I'm working with those sparrows. And then when I'm actually writing, because the second book is coming out in February, so I have to be in
Mm-hmm.
the right mindset. So that's where our consciousness is coming in. What is on your mind? What are you thinking about? What type of music actually speaks to your spirit, and how does it affect you and the people that are around you? Because just like music is good and it's healing and it's medicine to us, music can also have a negative reflection on us. It can cause us to drive too fast. Like you're out there when you're Russell Miller trucking, you're out, you're driving, you're on the road right now calling from your cabin. So with that
Exactly.
being the case, you mess around and put on the wrong music, you're gonna be pulled over, Russ. So it helps to know which music is good, which music will cause you to go over the top, which type of music is going to cause you to, bring up that ego side of us. We could have conflict in life, and music
Mm-hmm.
can either pull us back from the edge or it could push
Uh,
us over the edge.
yeah.
So
Well,
that's
you
what
know,
kind
I mean,
of power it has.
music has that kind of power, but it's not just music now.
I know
You
attitude
gotta
too,
be,
but
you gotta be ingesting something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be ingesting something that's gonna make that music enhance that music. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Make those drums beat a little harder and that snare kick up a little louder. But as far as me now, when I'm out here personally, this is what Russell M. Miller Trucking does, and 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 I see a lot of super truckers out here. These trucks running 100 miles an hour. Me, I get mine governed at 63. They can't give me a ticket if they tried to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm creeping like the hair. I'm creeping like the hare, the turtle. I'm creeping like the turtle.
Yeah.
I'll the race. But
I
you
get
right, you know what I'm saying? Music makes people, you know what I'm saying? It makes them drum up, you know what I'm saying? Just depends, and also it depends on what they're going through in life at that moment. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? To as a how fast they want to get there. You know,
Yes.
me personally, if I'm out here and I'm listening to a lot of music or whatever, I do know I govern my trucks at 62 miles an hour. I save gas, I save diesel for one thing, a lot of it, and then you can govern at 62 versus 75. You ain't gonna get there nothing but 20 minutes faster. I don't care how you slice it. Zero.
Exactly. But I'm
You know.
saying, like, speaking from experience here,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can be in the zone. You're driving
Yeah,
and you're
you
driving
can.
subconscious. You're
Mm-hmm.
subconscious driving, which means you're familiar with your route. This is a route that you take often.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to do that. I've gotten a ticket not so long ago because of it. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
listening to music. And one of the factors was I was tired. I was exhausted and
Mm-hmm.
driving. It was a long drive from South Carolina
Mm-hmm.
back to Georgia. And so with that, I was driving subconscious, not realizing the music was there. It was raining and I'm flying and not even realizing it.
There's a lot of factors right there. It was wrong, baby
It
girl.
is.
It's right. You're tired. You fatigued,
But
and your speed on
hey,
top of that. And then, let me ask you a question. What was you listening to? You know, it couldn't have been no Freddie Jackson "Rock Me Tonight." I guarantee
no,
you
it
that.
was it was jazz. It was very mellow
Yeah.
music. So you have to have on certain types of music according to weather conditions. Believe it or not, you have
Thinking music.
to prepare for that. Yeah.
Thinking music. Jazz is thinking music. You know, when you drive and you write, because music it will affect you, and you get caught inside of it. You get caught up in it. But the thing about it is, people listen to. It depends on how you listening to music.
Oh, with my
Okay.
heart, honey, I'm all in
No,
it.
I know you're listening with your heart, but what I'm saying is,
I hear you.
if you got that dial on, if you got that dial on 15 versus having that dial on 3, the music playing very softly, you know what I'm saying? You more apt to pay attention to what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Around you on the outside. But if you got that
exactly.
music thumbed up, you locked in. You club action. You know what I'm saying? Inside the vehicle. You know what was that ticket, Val? Was it 75 in a 55, or what was you doing, baby? Did you straighten it out? You ain't gotta tell me. That's out the talk. Let's keep
It was a
going, baby.
big ticket. Yeah, and so that brought me back to consciousness. Okay, I went from unconscious, like the subconscious, back to
Mhm,
consciousness because that was
mhm.
a fat ticket. It really was. But at the same time, you're right, and it's factors that puts you along that particular mindset. All I wanted to do was get home. That was my focus, get home. So in my mind, my brain is like, okay, we're getting home. So subconscious kicks in. And that's what it was. So the music wasn't loud. I was relaxed, tired. But the
Hmm.
thing is, music can really play factors in a good and not so good. It just depends on what you're listening to, where you are in life, what you're doing, what's happening, and looking at those types of tools. But music is a beautiful universal sound. It's not a person alive. I've never met anybody who says they do not enjoy music. Never.
And you never will, because music is the universal message. Music is the only thing. It's the only thing that I know that crosses the lines between all the nationalities.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
Sound.
I walk like this store I'm at right now. I walk in that store. I hear them playing soul music in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a red area. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So music touches everybody's lives, you know, and it's just it's up to that person, you know what I'm saying, the mood, you know what I'm saying, the mood swings or whatever that makes them might do something irrational or whatever. But nevertheless, you know, we're gonna stick on the positive side of music today because it
It's
drives us.
always positive, but you have to look at both sides. That's the world that I'm in. You have to look at the left, the right, the good, the bad. But it has, one of those things to be addressed. But at the same time, the benefit is it's a beautiful thing. It's worldwide. It's one sound, and it's what you make of it because it is something in association with your consciousness and your spirit. It's a beat.
And
It's a sound.
you know what else, Val? You know what else, Val? It ain't going away. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I got in the music business. You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of my
Right.
family. You know what I mean? We get ready to pump it up. We get ready to drop a couple of new CDs. We got about 4 or 5 of them, especially
Yeah.
with Yaya CD dropping the 25th. And then we got Soul CD dropping the 25th. We got DZ Max CD dropping the 25th. I'm telling you, it's gonna be all types of music in there now. I'm telling you, I don't know what kind of mode you might be in. I don't care how tired you are, you know what I'm saying, for the trip or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you driving, and I do know this for being fatigued, you know what I'm saying, if you got on some soft music, you know what I'm saying, it puts you to sleep.
It will.
You know what I'm saying? So then you're gonna have to pop in that crunk music. You're gonna have to get crunk. You're gonna have to keep pushing yourself. But from now on out, you know what I'm saying, my advice is just to pull over and get you some rest. You know what I'm saying? If you
No,
can't
the
do
advice
anything,
is I
yeah,
drive going into the day, not into the night. So when I drive going into the evening, your body is adjust to that. So
baby
it's
girl.
it's many things that was a part of that factor, and that's why I
Yeah,
used it as example.
yeah,
So looking at it from that standpoint, the ticket alone was enough lesson. So that's not happening again. Who wants to keep paying those types of tickets?
man, I
However,
know,
you know, let me
right?
see. Let's start reading some of these comments here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, welcome everybody who's coming to the room. Thank you so much, Sparrows. We're talking about consciousness and music tonight, and we have Russell Miller from Deep South Entertainment with us, i.e., my first cousin, and I love him dearly. He's got a lot of things going on, and was the exact person that I needed to come on to kind of tie all of this in together. And we can go in any direction. However, we're just going to keep it, with relationships and how you use it as a tool, not so much in the business, because music is business. So since it is a business, that's the reason I brought Russell in. But however, how do you use music in your relationships? Relationships is the topic of the month. In your love relationship with your family, your friends, because it's never going to be an event that does not have music. Music is a part of that piece. And Shonda, she's saying music is life and it can change you. Yes, it can change you. It can change you in a multitude of ways. It changes your mood, it changes, attitude, it changes focus, it can set your focus, your motivation, inspiration. All of these things are all tied to music in some area. So chime in anytime, Sparrows. Let us know, how are you utilizing music in your relationships? You have husbands, you have wives, you have boos, you have whatever you call your significant other. And you have quiet time with your mate. We have our Luther Vandross. We have so many different artists of past and present that you have to have these different genres of music to set the mood.
Tell
Happy
them, tell them
people,
to chime in. Tell them to chime in. Some
come in.
questions.
So,
Tell them I love answering questions. Ask them if you have any questions. You know,
yes,
so I,
I mean,
so I can
music in the
feed them with
background,
some of
right?
this deep South ENT facts over here. You know what I mean? Um, well, music is a part of heaven. You know what I'm saying? The angels, you know what I'm saying, play in heaven. Music is played in heaven, from what the
Angelic
Bible
sound,
tells me. That's right.
absolutely.
I guess it's played elsewhere too. But the thing is, I'm ready to answer some music questions. Y'all hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
If there's
Moolah
anybody in
baby.
the music
Deep South
world,
ENT. That's right. They out there. I don't know who's there. They got any questions? Anybody got any concerns? You know what I'm saying? Got any questions related to relationships with music? I can help you
yes,
out on that too.
that's what it's about. What type of music do you set the tone? Like I know I have playlists. Hi, Tanya Washington, my best friend. Hey, doll. And Jacqueline Canty, Miss Jawas, Jackie J. So it's different types of playlists. Like I said, it depends on the mood that I'm in. When I'm working, when I'm writing, when I'm creating, I have different playlists that I put on. And
Mhm.
because the music is going to speak to the atmosphere, it's going to speak to the mood that I'm in. And it determines how much creativity and how much work I can get done. I can write 7,000 words or I can write 20,000 words. It's all about the emotion that I'm in according to the music.
What about
And
that? This reminds
Pamela
me
says,
of.
I have a question for you. Go
Okay.
ahead and finish what you're saying. We have a question from out here.
Okay. Okay. Well, that reminds me of when we were growing up. My household, your household, music was always played. You know,
Yeah,
the saying is, if you want a happy house, keep music playing in your house. You gotta, music fills up stagnation. You know what I'm
it
saying? You will not have nothing will be stagnant in your house. You know what I'm saying? Never have a dull moment in your house. You got some light music playing, you know what I'm saying? You can go through your day. Like you say, you might can write 20,000 words, 7,000, you know what I mean? But
exactly.
it just depends on the mode that is being set, you know what I'm saying, through music and the
It'll do
message
it.
being played through it.
It'll do it. I mean, it's going right now. I am not a TV person at all. If I'm watching
Mm-hmm.
TV, I'm going to watch TV, but it's a certain amount of time I'm watching that. But music can go
Mm-hmm.
on in the house 24/7. It's going right now. That's
Mm-hmm.
about it. And Pamela Huss says, what is your favorite love song?
What's my favorite love song? Kinda Girl by Billy
Okay.
DeWitt. That's the hottest love song out right now. I'm telling you. It's on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. Download it. 99-cent downloads, baby girl. If you can't do that, go to the deepsouthnt.com, hit the trending now tab, download AFNF Volume 1, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But that's like, I'm kind of girl, it kind of sets the tone for me because I've been through a lot of stuff in my life. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? My life's been up, down. I've had a rough life, but I love my life, and I wouldn't change it for nobody else because it's taught me lessons through it.
I
But,
agree.
it carried me through every
I
phase.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? But when I listen to Kind of Girl, it reminds me, and it constantly reminds me of the kind of wife I got right now. My wife is so good to me. I'm telling you right now,
Congratulations.
good to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Seriously.
talking about, yeah, because I just, at one point, I just didn't want to grow old by myself. You know what I'm saying? So, Kind of Girl is my favorite song right now.
Look what you've done, Crystal. Look at what you've done. Thank you, honey. Thank you. And it's one of those things. It does get you through things. It got me through loss, any type of loss. It gets me through, like divorce and going through that. Music gets you through some of the toughest things in your life, and it's also a part of the celebrations of the many wonderful things that happens in your life. And you should always embrace every layer of your life. And when you do that, no matter what happens, like you said, you didn't at one point you didn't want to grow old by yourself, but now look how happy you are. And it makes me happy to see you happy, you
Exactly.
know
Exactly.
and
Exactly. And let
being
me,
my cousin and seeing the different phases of your life and to see where you are now. That's
Hmm.
commendable.
Oh, thanks, babe.
It's
Thanks.
commendable. Very proud.
I've got a question for her. What is her favorite song?
Yeah, why don't everybody put your favorite song in the room? Go ahead and say what that is because we'll probably can coincide with different things. Hi, Kathy Ray. Welcome to the room. Good to see you. But it's just one of those things. It's hard for me to even pinpoint a favorite. Ribbon in the Sky, Stevie Wonder. Absolutely love that. It's one of
Yeah.
my top favorites. But then it's different favorites within different genres of music. It's hard to narrow.
Hmm.
It's very hard to narrow.
Exactly.
And with,
Exactly.
different life lessons. And the beauty, again, with music is that, excuse me, it takes us back to a date and time.
Hmm.
And then you're like, oh my God, I remember when. I remember that. Oh my goodness, I was doing this. I was in college or, I was in high school. And it takes you back to the circle of people that you're dealing with at the time, also, that may still be in your life. And then again, maybe they're no longer in your life, but you remember them because of associations. Oh my gosh, Pam said Howard Hewitt. I love Howard Hewitt too. Oh
Oh
my
man,
goodness.
he
Oh
has some.
my God.
Yeah. Howard Hewitt. I'm talking about when you mention that name, Howard Hewitt. You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you another guy there, and people just seem to like forget James O'Neal. That dude was bad too. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
he had some
yeah.
serious hits. God Almighty. I mean, I don't like to. I like to. You know what? We can't forget some of those one hit wonders. And I forgot who those guys were that made the song Blackberry Molasses. Oh my gosh. And that was Tupac's favorite song. Blackberry Molasses.
Wasn't
And
that Prince?
it never
That wasn't Prince.
changed. Nah. Prince made the door. And plus Prince was high pitched. You know what I'm saying? Prince was straight falsetto. No,
I remember
it
Blackberry
was on.
Molasses.
It was on. Yeah, Blackberry Molasses. It was on a "Don't Be a Menace" soundtrack, baby girl.
I
You know what I'm
remember.
saying? Came out like '94 or whatever. Tupac played that song. I seen it in his bio, the depiction of his life. He played that song right before he got shot. He was asking Suge about it. He said, "What you think about these guys right here?" You know, and that song right there, it's just a song um, about struggle. It's about depression. It's about getting over all of that, and then about getting through. And
Right.
it was just I started listening to that song like more. Like after I seen that, I started listening to that song, and I like to really identify with it from various aspects of my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
talking about, okay, if I'm 49, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about different time zones. You know what I'm saying? These 10 years period, and I was like, wow, that's a powerful song. I never knew how powerful it
It's
was.
appropriate for even now.
Yeah,
Those types
yeah.
of songs that can go through any era of time and you can resonate with it. And Veronica Pam is saying a house is not a home. That's one of her favorites, a Luther
That's
Vandross.
Force MDs. Force
Yeah.
M. Yeah.
Voice MD's made it. Okay. But
Hmm.
it's one of those things. But thinking along, the conscious mindset, be mindful when you're in a certain mood in your life. And music, create your playlists. I would strongly suggest that you can create a playlist and put it on, and it would instantaneously change your attitude. Music will change it. So it's important to have that in your arsenal of things when you need to pull something out quickly. Tanya Washington, my bestie, has been best friends since the first grade. Oh my God.
Wow.
She said Michael Bolton, you know,
Yeah.
when a man loves a woman.
Perfect.
And this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
memory lane. This is like when you say these names and these titles, it takes you back to a date and time of what you were
Hmm.
doing.
Hmm. He really Michael Bolton. You know what I'm saying? That guy, I'm gonna tell
Oh,
you something. To be a white guy, that guy really killed that cover song. You know what I'm saying? He killed
absolutely.
it. I mean, he owned that song. You know what I mean? Really. And to capitalize on what you were saying about music, is so powerful. You ever been going through something, and men and women, a lot of men might not admit to this,
Thank you,
but you
Veronica.
have one song, you can have one song and you can constantly put it on play, and you can sit there and sing that song over and over, and you going through it. You might be going through that breakup, you know what I mean? And you might be really feeling it. I'm telling you, it'll help you release because you'll start crying and crying and crying
Yes.
and crying. And out, you'll get it all out. You know what I'm saying? And you probably play that song about 15 times until your tear ducts won't produce no more, until they won't produce anymore. But it helps. It's very therapeutic, you know.
It is.
And music is something that could you imagine the world without it? I could.
I can't. I can't. I can't. It's 99, well, 90% of my day, you
Hmm.
know, and I wouldn't give anything for it. And that's a gratitude that goes back to family, goes back to family heritage when you're looking at family and relationships. So that's something that stems from our grandparents and introducing us to music. And I remember being um, a child and our group, our family group, the Supreme Angels, we
Hmm.
we had a group, and we would go around Sundays and sing from church to church, and
Hmm.
didn't see anything wrong with it. We thought it's just what everybody did because that's what our family did, and we did that for many years growing up. So I'll so much gratitude, and it all stems from granddad, and he taught us many things. He taught us many things that kind of just continued throughout the years. And, you mentioned the Miller sisters, our aunties, and then it's in a number of family situations and groups that took place, you know, and still is. You have Calvin Richardson out here. You have Demetrius doing his thing also. And here you are on the business side of it,
Hmm.
you know. So it's a wonderful thing. We all have some phase of it that's still current in our lives. And that's one of the things that you have to be appreciative of, but being mindful and do take notice of how it can be productive in your life today and how you can use it every single day. Gospel music is roots. It's going to always be roots.
Hmm.
It's going to happen.
Exactly.
Hard to narrow any one particular gospel group, but Fred Hammond, Dietrich Hadding, these are people that I listen to just about every day. you
Hmm.
know what do you do?
I I haven't really listened to gospel lately, but I do love gospel music. My favorite song of all time out of any gospel music is something about the name. I
Yeah,
play that song 20, 30 times back to back. I mean, just
change your
like,
life.
yeah. Well, not necessarily. I mean, I'm who I am. I'm a heathen. I mean,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Really, I'm telling you, I said I can say who I am. You know what I mean? Because I'm
yeah.
comfortable with who I am. You know what I mean? But that song, you know what I'm saying? Something about the name of Jesus. That song right there, and once they keep repeating and repeating and repeating that name right there, that song right there cleanses me to the point where
Absolutely.
it chastises you, and it allows me to know what right from wrong is. But the thing is, in my life right now, where I'm at in my life right now, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I give more love than I receive. But you know what? It makes me give more love.
It comes
Because
full circle. You always
it,
get it
it
back.
no, and whether I get it back or not, you know what I'm saying, I'm not looking for it back because I know I got the love from within, which is agape, and that fills me. So that's the reason why I identify with that song, something about the name of Jesus. That's my gospel song. That's like
It's
my favorite.
powerful. I mean, how
Yeah,
can
yeah.
it not touch
Hmm.
anybody's soul? I mean, Shirley Caesar is what Tanya's saying, and we all have that song that we know we
Hmm.
can put on, and showing love is automatic receive love. You're going to get it one way or the other, whether if you're looking for it or not. It's a conscious lifestyle. And when you live a conscious lifestyle, what you give automatic in the universe is going to come back. It never comes back the way we may look for it or expect it. It comes back in surprise. And that's what it is. It's a present, it's a gift, living
Hmm.
in the now. And
Hmm.
it's nothing greater. It's nothing greater. I wouldn't change not one single thing. And that's the very reason I'm writing about it. That's what the second book is about. I am. I accept
Hmm.
me. And when you can accept yourself for who you are, where you've been, all the trials you've been through, and falls you've taken, but then you fall back up and then detours, because there are no mistakes. You're just going to have certain things that happen in your life. It's going to just redirect you. You may take a little longer to get where you're going, but you will get there. And just
Hmm.
taking notice and being mindful of that. And I am a believer that it takes all genres of music to get there, because it's a gift that God has given everyone as a tool, because we are all different.
You know,
We're different people.
Val, like as hard as I work, so I leave home, you know, Sundays, and sometimes I get home Fridays. Sometimes I might be late. Sometimes I might get home Saturday. So I'm tired or whatever. And after shower, I lean back and I eat or whatever. I'm sitting there with my wife. My wife sings. She's a great singer.
Does she?
Yes, she. What I'm saying, they call her. Anytime they need the national anthem, anything done in West Virginia, she does that. They call her. She go to it. So I'll be like just laying there. What I'm saying, she be holding my head, and she always sings to me. What I'm saying, sing. What I'm saying, I'm always hearing music all the time, and this music thing drives me. And
Hmm.
I mean, if I don't have anything else I can connect with in life, I connect with music. I mean, it's
Hmm.
just it's just there. What I'm saying, I'm like I said, I'm not a singer, and I'm not a rapper. I'm none of that. But I can identify with music, and it drives me to create something really big. But in
Yeah,
what I'm creating, it's bigger than me. So like
absolutely.
this logo right here, this logo right here is a vehicle. This is a vehicle right here, and it's a vehicle for everybody. I want everybody that comes to work with me to know this is a vehicle. This is our covering right here, because God told me, and I've told you this a long time ago.
Yes,
I was
Pat.
going to succeed beyond my wildest imagination, and things have been just coming, just coming, just coming. But through it all, I keep creating this and I creating that, but I keep going back to that one song. Something about the name. Like that's the reason why I keep hitting on that. That song,
Hey,
I identify
he's
with
the
it. And
man. He's it.
yeah,
He's
what I'm
everything.
saying. Make a joyful sound. What I'm
Yeah,
saying, unto the Lord. What I'm saying. So music is what I'm saying, it's here before us. It's while we're born into it. What I'm
yeah.
saying, after we're gone. What I mean. Because everybody's gonna clap and what I'm saying, make joyful noises when you get here. When you check out, everybody's gonna sing and eat a big meal, and they're gonna get
Party.
full, and
Yeah,
you out of here, but then you going on up to heaven. What I'm saying, and there it is, the gates opening up for you. What I'm saying, and that ultimate music is up there. So people gotta realize that music is universal language for us all. It helps us cope with every situation that we could possibly go through. It sustains us. Some music, what I'm saying, I don't it like when I see a lot of these people, all these things happening that might start happening in these clubs. First thing they do is they blame it on rap music. Don't blame it on the
uh,
rap music. Blame it on the person that went in there full of Molly, full of
yeah.
powder, what I'm saying, full of everything else. What I'm saying? Blame it on that right there. Blame it on the substance abuse, what I'm saying, and the abuse of substance that they
Right.
was, what I'm saying. Maybe, the Bible said too much of anything is not good for you. Understand?
Exactly.
So don't never blame it on the music, because the music has got a message, and the music, what I'm saying, it uplifts us, it makes us move, and music is just something that, I can't, you can't harness music. You know what I'm saying? So when you I hear their music, I might hear their music just like I don't. They were like, okay, look, we can go in the studio, we can do whatever. What do you want me to do? I said, I want you to be you. I don't want
Be
to harness
real
none of
about it.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the gift that I don't have, and that I wish I had. See, I wish I had that, but the fact that I can create something and be in the presence of it is just so powerful. And music is just so powerful. Just like I heard Prentice Robinson picking some strings on the back of his truck. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there, looking, he was living in his truck,
Right.
sitting there, holes in his pants, picking some strings. Who would know that video that I filmed on him that day would make the world news worldwide? It
That's
made it
awesome.
worldwide. I'm talking about, and I'm talking about it's just music. When you told me about coming on your show and what the topic was going to be, I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I said that's great. You know what I mean? Because I know you identify that. I know where we come from. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
know our background. And
Yes.
and for the people's out there listening, you know what I'm saying, and your loyal followers, Sparrows,
Yeah.
that's logging on, you know what I'm saying, Valerie, you know what I'm saying, has been through her own trials and tribulations, you know what I'm saying? And she's telling you she identified that with music. You know what I'm saying? She's got a her books are great. I've only read one. Great, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to the next. But you know what I'm saying, through all of that, music is carrying her to write that 7,000 words one night or 20,000 words the next night. So therefore, what we gotta do, you know, even with the slaves, you know what I'm saying, when they wanted to communicate, you know what I'm saying, you know, to get past the overseer, they put it in songs. It was the
Oh,
message. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever
yeah,
get away from that message. You know, it's so beautiful. Music is beautiful. It's universal language, and it's great. Even with Val, with the guys that I'm working with right now, these guys are so. I be looking at them, I'm like, God, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's great, but I know it's more out there for us
thank you,
as
Tanya.
people. You know what I'm saying? For us more as people, you know what I'm saying, to enjoy and indulge in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, music it repeats itself. It gets better and better and better. But now hear me now. Right now we stuck in a rut right now with the
Right,
music phase. Because you gotta look at all these people that's passing, like Prince, Michael, and you know, Aretha, all these people checking out here. That music that stood for 60 and 70 years.
exactly.
And that's what we got to get back to. We got to get back to those type of messages in the music because that's what sustains
Authenticity.
you. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Now stop sampling people's shit and make your own shit.
Well,
I'm
you have
saying.
to, if you write from the heart, then you can deliver from the heart. You know,
Exactly.
it doesn't take sampling. If you're continually sampling music that's already been, then it makes it difficult for you to create something brand new, you know? And we have a comment here. Pamela Huff, she says, I love listening to my baby play her cello. There's classical music that I love to listen to as well. Right. Whichever sound that speaks to your spirit, listen to that. It's a
See,
purpose for you having to listen to that sound. It's something that resonates with what you're listening to. It's playing the heartstrings. So
hmm
pay
well,
attention to how you feel when that happens, Pam.
it, if her daughter plays the cello, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? She should like Walter Gibson. Jam Pack Records has a talent show the 27th this weekend. You know, I think it's this weekend, the 27th this weekend. She should take her daughter out there and let her play those live streams in front of those people. You know what I'm saying? Because what that's gonna do is just open up everybody to what she's doing, and you know what I'm saying. Her following, you know what
exposure.
I'm saying, expose her to that right there. Go ahead and expose it to that right now, and you know what I'm saying. And it's only gonna get better for her. You know what I'm saying. I would love to hear her play cello. You know,
Well, be
I
sure
mean,
to put the
wrong with
information
her.
in the comments. Like after the show, be sure to go in, put all the information that you need to share. I'm going to have you voice what you need to by the end of the show anyway. Once you do that, then the sparrows will know what you're talking about because we do have so many talented kids. The children, they're exposed, and you have these talents. And when you have the talents, it's all about sculpting what your children has to bring. These are their gifts. It could be something that's destined, for their futures. So pay
Exactly,
attention to what
exactly,
they're bringing. Hi, Beverly Hammond.
exactly.
Hi, Junior Caldwell. Thanks for coming on. And you're coming on right around the tail end. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I just don't want it to stop. However, I know we have to draw a line in the sand, cousin,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to this show right now. But I say this
Yeah.
to you: keep
Mm-hmm.
doing what you're doing. You may
Mm-hmm.
not sing,
Don't need to.
may not sing.
I'm moolah baby. I'm moolah
You
baby. I'm the
do love,
bank.
you do
I
sing.
am. That's right. That's right. I,
You
hey,
do
look
the
here.
parts.
My, I
You
got
can
one friend.
sing.
He sings. Babe, I got one friend. I got one friend. He sings to me all the time. His name is Benjamin Franklin. I'm telling
Yes.
you.
Awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Pam,
He sings to me
please
all
be
the time.
able
But
to
to
go
say all
ahead
that to say
and be
this,
sure to video that, Pam. I would love for you to upload your daughter's concert tomorrow. She has a concert tomorrow, Russ. So
you got a
be
concert tomorrow.
sure to do that. Yeah, advertise, put it out so everybody can see, what her gift
Share
is.
it to my page. Share it to your page and tag me in it, Valerie. And then
Yeah,
I'll put it on the website, and I'll blow it out. I got a lot of followers. We got a lot of followers at deepsouthent.com. And then
perfect.
plus Walter Gibson's his contacts is already on my page. You know what I'm saying? I'll tag him in that, and he will get in contact with her if she like to go out Saturday. I mean, if she wants to
Perfect.
get out there Saturday and play a cholo, it's $2,500 prize.
Yes. 2,500.
$2,500 purse.
Nice. That's
Mm,
nice. That's giving
definitely.
back. So definitely do that,
Mm,
Pam. Get a video of her performing, post it to me. I'll tag Russ into it, and then we'll have her exposed and sent over to DSE, to Deep South, Entertainment, because Russell is excellent at that. He has so many platforms that many people are not even privy or aware of. So take your time, go over and view the website. It's amazing. I go over there often. He even has a platform for my book over there. So he's advertising my book for me all at the same time. How I became fabulous in the lady all the time. And it's some other things that we've even talked about when it comes to that platform of my book. So
She can, Val, you can tell her she can go under the trending now tab. There's a Dropbox right there. She can upload her daughter's performance right there, and that website is paid promotions. So
yeah.
thousands upon thousands are gonna see it. Yeah,
Okay, sounds good. Well, I'm going to
definitely.
say, it's been awesome. I thank you so much for coming on tonight. It's always good when we can have communion conversations with family because I don't get to see you. It's been a long time since I've seen you. So to
Yeah,
have this family and quality time this evening is awesome. Thank you. It's a blessing to see your face, even though we
yeah,
talk, as often as we can, but it's nothing like physically seeing each other. So, we'll get around to doing that when the time comes. It's not going to be much longer. But the thing is, I say congratulations on all of your endeavors. And it's so many things that is coming from you. And it's exciting to watch you move and to see all of these things that we've been talking about over 10, 20 years. All of these
yeah.
things are coming to fruition. And it's amazing. We love you too, Pam. And the thing is, keep pushing to greater. I can't say it enough. Like, yeah, you've been through your things in life. I've been through my things in life, but it's not one grain of sand. Nothing I would change because if we change any dynamic, we won't be sitting in this space where we are right now. You know?
Correct.
And
Correct.
I'm loving life. I'm loving every phase of it and even more excited about where we're going because
That's
we have
right.
no idea of what that looks like, but it's amazing.
That's right.
All the
That's
way
right.
fabulous.
That's
It
right.
is. It is.
Well, Val, I do appreciate being on, and I just want to say again, and I definitely want to plug again because I'm definitely a businessman. At
Yes.
anything I do, November 2nd, 2018, 229 East Main Street, Morven, North Carolina. This is a free event to all. Come through, sit down, and enjoy. This is a show, security provided. Um, Great food, great drinks. You know what I'm saying? Great atmosphere. Lady Kier. We got Wild G Echelon. We got DZ Mac. We got, excuse me, Lil Loco. And we got Billy DeWitt, a.k.a. Soul. And we getting ready to put on a real
Love it.
show up in there right now. It's
Love
gonna
it.
be great. We got stacks, so we got stacks. We got DJ Finesse. We got DJ Wizard hosting. I mean, it's gonna be a great event. This is definitely gonna be a show. I don't want anybody to think this is not a club atmosphere. This is grown folks stuff. Come in, sit down, enjoy yourself. And also, we're giving each one of the tables cameos.
Yeah.
It's going to be a DVD made from this. I'm going to see who I think 104.4 is going to be out there, and
Hey.
a couple of other personnel is going to be out there. So it's going to be a great deal. So come out and enjoy. Val, I do thank you. Your show is amazing. I'm proud of you, cousin. You know what I'm saying? You look like you did when I was 13. You know what I mean? I know I'm way up
Yeah,
to you.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you look beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations on all you do, and I do thank you for having me on.
Anytime. I will definitely have you on again, when we're talking more on the career side of things, because I'd love to delve in a little bit deeper about how you
Mhm,
got to where you are. And that's a
mhm.
completely different show. However, but with relationships, thank you for coming on to bring in your voice when it comes to the music side of the industry, and
Mhm.
with the consciousness from my side and marrying that together. So it just provoked thought for Sparrows, and between Sparrow World and your moolah baby folks. It's just about using what you have to make the best of your lives every single day. And it's all about keeping your heart open, your mind clear, and provoking happiness in your life. That's what it's all about. Now, tell us this, give your website again, how you can be contacted, and
Oh,
then
you
I'm
can
going to make
follow.
another announcement before we go.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Log on to deepsouthent.com. That is deepsouthent.com. And from there, you can find any links of mine. You can find any links for any artist on there. You know what I'm saying? We got fan pages. We got up and coming events. We got links to Valerie's. How I became famous. We've got 1,000 links there, and it's all paid promotions. Do feel free to log all of your information. If you want anything publicized, if you got a company or anything you're trying to promote, just go up under the trending now tag, log it on, and boom. And my web designer hit me, boom, I okay it is there. So you guys, you've been great. I'm gonna get back here, Val. I got me some pretty good food back there, I think,
You're going to eat
before it
now.
gets cold. Yeah, I'm gonna ready to put it down, baby girl. You know what I mean? I love you
Okay.
always,
Love
beautiful. You
you.
tell
Thank you.
Uncle Doug and None Dot I said hello and I love her.
I will do it. I love
All
you. And
right.
I'll talk to you again soon, okay? Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you. Bye
Wishes.
bye.
Bye. Okay, Sparrows, that was it. You had Russell Miller, live CEO of Deep South Entertainment. So it was a great night tonight, a little bit different than the norm of what I have, had over the past several weeks. And I did speak on giving away um, 30 minutes of conscious coaching last week. And there were, you know, quite a bit of engagement in the room. And I'm not sure if D. Angel Jones is in the room tonight. However, she is the winner for that 30 minutes of conscious coaching. So she went through all of the 5 tiers. She shared and she liked and loved. She commented in the room and did lots of engagement. She followed me on Instagram as I asked. So that's about it. I'm not giving any time away this week because it was a little bit different. So, however, stay tuned because you never know when I may opt to give away about a half an hour. So, thank you to all of you for coming out tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get off because I can rest this voice of mine. I've been fighting back coughing this whole time, and the voice is going out. So, love without conditions. Always possess a positive attitude and soar in all you do. Be sure to like and love. And for those of you that's going to be coming on and watching the replay, be sure to post hashtag replay and any comments that you may have when it comes to consciousness and music and how you utilize music in your everyday life. It's just a beautiful thing. I can't imagine life without music. I cannot. It is my safe net. It's my everything. When it comes to gospel music, when it comes to jazz, it's ambient, R&B, country, doesn't matter. I'm a very diverse person when it comes to music because music speaks to the spirit. It can change your life, it can destroy your life, it can make you feel good, it can accentuate not feeling so good. So, being mindful of what you do, how you go about doing it, having those playlists that really accentuate and add to your life and make you feel amazing, have those playlists in your life. And those of you that actually sing more. If you're not listening to much music, bring more, introduce it back into your lives. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say for now. Thanks again, Sparrows, for coming out. It's been a great evening. So be blessed, and I will speak with you again soon. Mwah. Love you, mean it. Switches.